Are you planning to buy a house in Culver City? Well, don't. Not before you watch this video. Hi everyone, it's Matias here, your trusted Los Angeles real estate agent. Culver City is one of the most interesting little towns in Los Angeles County. I say little, but with 40,000 residents, it's not exactly a quaint mountain village. In this video, we are going to discuss how to buy a home in Culver City, California. How do you do that, you may ask? Well, the same way you do it anywhere else. So, what makes Culver City different? Let's jump straight into it. Let's quickly recap what you may already know. Real estate prices in Culver City can vary greatly between neighborhoods. Last year, there were 186 single-family home sales, ranging from $4,850,000 for a modern new construction on Hubbard Street to $700,000 for a fixer on Marshall Street. As far as condominiums are concerned, last year there were 154 sales from a luxury townhouse a few blocks from Sony Studio for $2,175,000 to a $350,000 condo in Fox Hills. That's quite a range for a city of 40,000 people. So even before you decide where to look, figure out how much you should spend. The most common way to determine your budget is the 28-36 rule. Your monthly mortgage payment, including property taxes and insurance, should not exceed 28% of your monthly household gross income. Simple enough, right? Not so fast. That's the 28 part of the equation. But what about the 36? Your total debt obligation, that means your mortgage, property taxes, and insurance, but it also includes all other debt such as student loans, car payments, credit cards, and so forth, should not exceed 36% of your gross monthly household income. 28 and 36. It's a good rule of thumb to know and understand. Talk to your bank or a mortgage broker. Banks are cheaper but offer a limited number of products. Brokers are more expensive but can help you find creative solutions for a fee. My advice is to start your search by talking to a real estate agent, not a mortgage broker. Look, maybe I'm biased, but a good agent will most likely recommend someone they work with and also encourage you to speak to your bank directly. Now it's time to start learning more about Culver City. Where you live in Culver City may be dependent on where you work, where your children go to school, or the type of home you are looking for. While this video is by no means an exhaustive guide to all of the neighborhoods in Culver City, there are some general guidelines you can keep in mind while starting your search. Let's start from down south, Fox Hills. Fox Hills is among the most affordable areas of Culver City. It is home to some of the largest and well-known condominium complexes in the city. It is also very close to the airport and the beach. This is a good bet if your job takes you to or around LAX, the marina, or even the South Bay. SpaceX is just 15 to 30 minutes away depending on traffic. As we move north, we find Sun-Kissed Park and Blanco Culver Crest. These are mostly residential neighborhoods that used to be popular with first-time homeowners, but are now becoming a bit trendier. Here you'll find plenty of single-family residences built in the 1950s. Prices have steadily been climbing over the years, so remodel homes can get a bit pricey. If you're narrowing your search to this area, your best bet is to drive it a few times. The housing stock is diverse and some areas are busier than others. Next comes Studio Village. Developed in the 1930s to provide housing for nearby studio workers, today you can find an increasing number of new construction or upgraded homes. This neighborhood is home to Lindbergh Park and its surrounding residential area, which is one of my favorite parts of Culver City. The playground was a bit dated the last time we visited, but my kids absolutely loved it. Speaking of favorite places, as you move north, you'll find Carlson Park. This is one of the most sought-after neighborhoods in Culver City and one of the priciest. The neighborhood was developed in a way so as to limit the amount of traffic. This is the quintessential residential neighborhood with a park at its center and tree-lined streets all around it. Sony Picture Studios is also just north of here, so Carlson Park is a popular choice for entertainment executives and showbiz folks. I don't think I've ever used the word showbiz folks before, so there you have it. We haven't covered all the neighborhoods in Culver City, but before we move on, there are two we must mention: Blair Hills and Lucerne Higuera. Blair Hills is home to the famous Baldwin Hills Scenic Overlook and has some great views of the Los Angeles skyline. Lucerne Higuera, together with downtown, is one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city. You can still find a few homes here that were built in the 1880s. No joke. And there are plenty of homes that were built in the 1920s. Culver City has its own schools, police, and fire department. Over the past few years, it has undergone a huge transformation, especially downtown. Sadly, since the introduction of the dedicated bus lane, driving through downtown has become a nightmare during rush hours. But once you find parking, the streets are reminiscent of a European city, lively and very walkable. Before you decide where to live, drive around and call a realtor to help you make a decision. Remember that when you are buying a home, you should use the same level of care that you use when selecting a realtor to sell one. You may already know exactly what you're looking for in your next home, but if you don't, the journey of discovery is key. Culver City has many condominium complexes with varying amenities, from low and not so low monthly association fees. Where you look matters. And let me tell you something, not all single-family residences are the same. There are both advantages and disadvantages to new construction. Fixers may be attractive, but are not a good choice if you don't have a team in place. A realtor can help you there too. Remodel homes may be a good option for you. Do you see where I'm going with this? Get expert advice, because unless real estate is your business, leverage someone else's expertise to get it right the first time. True story. I was once selling a house and the previous owner had gutted the entire place. The house was a real mess and it had plenty of city violations to prove it. I met a buyer who told me she had no problem taking on the work because she had been watching a lot of HGTV. She was 100% serious, and her agent was going to let her do it. Thankfully, she didn't get it. And if you are still out there, I hope you're not crying on the floor in the middle of a house in mid-construction because you forgot how to put insulation in the walls before drywalling. So now you found your house and you're about to write your offer. How much should you offer? Well, I guess that depends. Are there no offers on the house, or are there 25 offers? Please don't get fooled by the list price. Look at it as just a marketing gimmick. Maybe it is accurate in reference to the market value, but that does not matter. Look around first. Are there any similar sales on the street in the last 90 days? That's a good place to start. Now, this isn't a video about offer pricing strategies, but as we have seen, Culver City has a huge range, and you need to be aware of this before preparing your offer. If you are submitting a financed offer, it is a good idea to let your lender reach out to the listing agent directly to reassure them that you are the best borrower in the universe and that it is going to be a smooth transaction. Sellers love smooth transactions, so it's important to make a good first impression. I love it when agents call me before submitting an offer and tell me a little bit more about themselves and their clients. So when I work with buyers, I do the same. I love to say we are very easy to work with. And so you got your offer accepted, and now it may be time to inspect and get working on the loan. Start with a general inspection and take your cues from the findings. If the roof turns out to be questionable, get a roof inspection out there. There's always something wrong with the chimney, and I've never sold a house in Southern California, apart from new construction, that didn't have some termites. Managing emotion is just as important as doing proper investigations. I've seen many deals fall apart because of emotions. Remember that an inspector's job is to tell you what is wrong. They don't write a report about all the things that made you fall in love with the house in the first place. A note on general inspectors: there are some real deal killers out there, so choose wisely. I always keep a list of 5 to 10 inspection companies I have worked with many times. Negotiating repairs, credits, or a price reduction is a delicate dance that requires tact and finesse. Whenever another agent tells me, "This is non-negotiable," I can help but smile. I should do a video titled Adventures in Negotiating Repairs. Now, remember, focus on big problems and ignore the minutiae. Sellers have a pride too, so don't offend their taste. But if the HVAC isn't working, well, then something's gotta give. Now, don't forget to give your lender everything they need to move the loan forward. They will ask for a lot. And when you think you have given them everything, they will ask for some more. And then for just a little bit more. When you're starting to get annoyed, well, you're almost there. And then they'll ask for a few more things, and then you're done. We don't need to go into details about appraisals and all the parts of the transactions, but each municipality has unique transfer requirements, and Culver City is no exception. Culver City requires a report for residential building record when buying a home. A good escrow company will order this along with other necessary documents. Navigating Culver City real estate has its nuances, just like everywhere else in Los Angeles County. The more you know, the better chances you have of getting what you want. Thank you for watching How to Buy a Home in Culver City, California. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And why not help me spread the word? If I don't hear from you sooner, I will see you in the next video. And until next time, explore boldly and live passionately in LA. Bye!